jobs that you can do as a beginner freelancer, even if you have no experience whatsoever. On Upwork right now, there are over 9,000 jobs in social media management. Social media management is a necessity for businesses, brands, influencers, and celebrities because you just can't spend your time posting on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok every single day. These people need help, and even if you're a beginner, you can make between $10 and $40 an hour doing social media management. On average, these jobs pay around about $25 an hour, but you can make up to $200 an hour if you're a specialist. Here's a tip to win these jobs. Check out the brand and research similar brands and other accounts that are crushing it in that niche and look for the highest engagement posts. That's the kind of stuff that wins, and that's what that brand is going to want to see from you. I was absolutely surprised to see that there's over 1,000 jobs on Upwork for blog comments. Sometimes blog owners just want engagement and they need somebody to get that conversation started. That's where you can come in. These jobs pay typically from $10 to $20 an hour with an average rate of $14 an hour. However, they go as high as $50 an hour for people who specialize in more technical fields like finance and technical writing. To win these jobs, you want to make sure that you're writing in extremely proper English, so make sure that you have Grammarly installed. You can also narrow down your search by seeking out blogs that are in the space that you really like, you really enjoy, and that you're already deep into. On the creative side of things, there are over 4,300 jobs for voiceover artists. Typical needs for voiceover artists include YouTube videos, songs, jingles, and even voicemail responders. The pay range for a voiceover artist typically ranges between $20 and $70 an hour, with the average price being $40 an hour. However, some voiceover artists are making as much as $125 an hour when they're specialists in things like YouTube scripts, or especially the foreign language niche, which is huge. If you can deliver a script in a foreign language, then you might be very valuable as a voiceover artist. To win these jobs, you want to be really good at asking the right questions from clients so that you won't have to be redoing work over and over and over again. You also want to make sure that you have a really great audio setup so that you're recording crystal clear quality audio. Everybody knows about the virtual assistant space, but you might not know how deep it goes or how high it can go. There are over 7,600 jobs on Upwork right now in virtual assistants. Virtual assistants can do all sorts of things, from booking travel to arranging meetings to even just cleaning up people's email. You could find yourself working for a solo entrepreneur or somebody as big as a CEO of a major company, and the pay can reflect that. In the virtual assistant space, pay can range between $5 and $30 an hour, with the average price being around $15 an hour. However, pay can go as high as $100 an hour and beyond for executive assistants with an extremely unique skill set that are really awesome at their job. One thing to know about virtual assistants, in this space, people are generally hiring because they're disorganized or they're busy or they've just got too much going on. So you want to be extremely organized, very structured in your approach. And one of the things that you might consider doing is setting up a standing weekly call so that you always have a check-in on a regular basis. You're always up to speed on what's going on, and you can consistently stay in touch and stay on top of things for that client. Proofreading is a surprisingly large space on Upwork. There's over 4,000 jobs right now on Upwork in the proofreading niche. Proofreading jobs can range on the low end from $5 all the way up to $40 per hour, with the average job paying $20 an hour. However, it's crazy that these jobs can go up to $200 an hour, especially when we're talking about specific finance or technical writing niches, where you have some specific terminology that you need to know, or some specific concepts that you need to be able to work through as a freelancer in that space. If you want to succeed in the proofreading space, then you always want to be using track changes and giving video walkthroughs of why specifically you suggested those changes. This can also be a great strategy for winning clients in the first place. For example, if you're going over one of the previous pieces of work that you had submitted to a client and explaining why you made the changes that you did for a similar piece of work as to what that client is going to need. Translation is a huge category for online freelancers, especially those who know multiple languages and speak them natively. There's over 5,300 translation jobs on Upwork right now, with pay typically ranging between $10 on the low end and $45 on the high end, with the average being around $20 an hour. It is honestly absurd to me how much these jobs can pay though, because pay can range up to $500 an hour for extremely specific translation needs. For example, urgent or official translations for court documents, or even live translation where there's a last-minute need from a client. Certain things can help help you win in the translation space, for example, getting an official certificate that allows you to affix an apostille to a document. Beyond that, it's all about speed. Can you deliver extremely high quality with a very quick turnaround? If so, if you speak multiple languages very fluently and can deliver high quality results fast, translation can be a good option for you. If you don't speak multiple languages though, transcribing audio could be a good space for you. There are over 4,500 jobs in the audio transcription space, with jobs typically paying between $10 and $50 an hour, with an average of around about $30 an hour. That can go up to $65 an hour or beyond in extremely technical spaces, or where audio transcription is being used for revenue generating videos. Audio transcription is a lot like translation. The highest quality is always gonna win, but you gotta be fast too. So you can use tools like Temi to speed up the job. Manual review always though. Blog writing is a perfect space for beginners that are just starting out. There are tons of businesses that are looking to outsource their content generation to freelancers that are capable and interested in the topics that they're into. There are over 5,300 jobs on Upwork in the blog writing space right now, with jobs typically paying between $10 and $50 an hour, with an average of about $30 an hour for capable content writers. However, the rates can go up to $300 an hour in very specialist spaces, or for content writers that know SEO as well. If you want to get into the content writing space, then you have to learn search engine optimization. You need to make sure that whatever content you create is going to go far and wide and perform for your clients. So the more you know about SEO, the more likely you are to win in the content writing space. If you have design skills, then you should probably consider checking out the infographics space, because there's over 1,300 jobs on Upwork right now in infographics. They typically pay between $10 and $40 an hour, and the average job pays around $25 an hour. This is perfect for you if you already have some skills in Adobe Photoshop or other design tools. This job is perfect for beginners because you can even make infographics with services like Canva. When you get more and more advanced, you can make as much as $150 an hour creating infographics. If you want to win in infographics and anything in graphic design as a beginner freelancer, then go ahead and find the best thing in your industry for infographics. You want to look at the Wall Street Journal, McKinsey, industry reports. You got to create work examples that represent the best possible examples of infographics, and you will be able to raise your rates very fast. Now that you know what the best jobs are, it's time to go out and win them. Check out this video here to learn how.